Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of How to Play Like a WAP Pro. Today, just like last episode, I'm gonna be playing in the T110E5. I'm not gonna show off the field mods at the start of the video because I did it in the last video, so if you want to see that, go check it out. As for equipment that I'm running on this tank, you can just see with your own eyes these two loadouts here and here. This is my primary loadout usually, and that's what I'm going to be bringing this game as well. So we got Overlord. Not my favorite map at all, but we'll just have to make it work. First thing to note, I usually look at artillery and light tanks at the start of the battle. That's the most important thing to look at on most maps, and for this map that's also the case, because you can get artied, so they have one artillery. It's a good thing it's not two. Two is really annoying to play against. There's no light tanks. Light tanks aren't that important on this map anyway, really. And then, next thing I usually look at is like TDs and heavy tanks. So they have 4 TDs, which is not too many. And they have a decent amount of heavy tanks, which is what I like to see. Heavy tanks are what I want to farm. I have 340 heat pen. I can pen them without too many problems. I think that guy will get safe, so I'm not going to look at him yet. Okay, he's not actually safe. I can shoot him. I don't want to take a hit from him if possible, though. I think he fired. He'll probably peek again, though. I don't want to take a hit from him. He's pretty well side-scraped, so... So the problem right now is they have a crossfire with this 277 and this Centurion Action X and Stir, so... I can't really peek, but if I peek low like this, might be able to get away with it. 60 TP is poking, so I can't do shit about that, but I'm hoping he'll try to challenge me and I can shoot his cupola. There shouldn't be any TDs that can hit me unless they're in some really weird spot. Well, this E5 is pushing up. I should go shoot him. So the arty will be reloaded in about like 15 seconds. This E5 keeps making pokes that I don't expect him to. He should just be playing safe, but he's not. Fucking arty wasn't even lit and he hits me anyway. And he tried to gun block my cupola. I'm not really liking this position because there's just tanks all over the place, so I think I'm actually gonna leave if I'm able to. Let me reverse side scrape this guy. This guy is just completely fucking over peeking me. So retarded. Yeah, fuck off, man. Literally a fucking bot. Well, at least I'm out of that crossfire now, but it doesn't really make me feel any better. That shot went into nowhere. I am semi-hull down on this guy and I have good heat pen, so I would like to challenge him. But it's not going to be... Being hull down in the E100 does, or in the E5 doesn't make it so that they just can't pen you, you know? Still, they can still hit your cupola, so I'm going to have to block with my gun. Alright, the E5 is dead. I'd like to farm this Yag. I have very good heat pen, so I can. And my cupola is on the correct side, so it's gonna be hard for him to pen me. He can pen me though, so keep that in mind. He can overmatch my side, kind of. Oh my god. Why the fuck did you peek there? I can tell that this... Well, actually, this game might not be ending. Just pen me through my track. I just really fucking hate this map, honestly. Like, it's just so bad. There's fucking nothing to do. I'm gonna leave. I don't have HP to brawl against this guy. Hopefully he doesn't poke wide and shoot me. I'm gonna load AP and track him because he's poking like a bot. Did not expect to see a Yag there. It's a good thing I left. I'm just kind of trying to survive right now and do whatever I can. Like, I don't really know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but I don't really like the position of anybody right now. Like, my team is in a bad spot. We're gonna get flanked and behind. Meanwhile, they have tanks that could push low. They have this 60p mid. He's probably the biggest problem. What I'm gonna do now is just cover the valley, or the beach. I can't push down unless the 60p were to come with me. But I can just hold this, and I should be able to hold this pretty easily, unless they push like that. Don't snap me. I'm just watching my side. I can get hit by RD, that's one thing I gotta watch for. So that guy's a one shot. I don't think their bad shed is gonna cross. Well, maybe he is. Nice. Fortunately, I didn't get a great roll, so it's still a two shot, probably, unless I high roll. They are going to be behind us now. Hopefully our arty will hit them and take them out because they're all one shots. I'm going to platoon with this arty and ask him to help. I'm coming back over here because I think they won't expect this. Dude, I'm so bad. It's actually a joke. I can't let him ram me or I'm fucked. Okay, he bounced anyway. It's all good. God, that was an embarrassingly bad shot. So now this game is over. They're all dead. I'm gonna push the beach. I think it's my best chance for damage. I'm gonna ram this guy. Track him real quick. Okay. He died anyway. I'm gonna push low because I think it's quicker than going up high. I know that I could go high, but I'm worried that they'll be dead by the time I get there. I think this will give me a shot sooner. Just make my shot count. I could take a hit, so I'm just gonna do it. It's fine, I can still take another hit unless Artie hits me. I low roll, but that's okay. I got all the damage. That's all I really care about. Didn't get the HEM. Should have loaded HE instantly. So yeah, now I don't know. That's kind of a hectic battle. I wasn't even commentating really. I was just trying to focus because there's so much shit happening. So sorry about that, but at least we salvaged it. Kind of. It wasn't a terrible battle. 4.5k. Is acceptable for this matchmaking, in my opinion. Could have been a lot more, though, I think. If I didn't take a couple hits, like from the 60 TP in the beginning. Anyway, usually the first battle sucks, so it's fine. Let's just go next. Okay, so we got Fisherman's Bay, Cell Spawn. Full tier 10 game. There's like 7 heavy tanks, no artillery. A Sheridan is their only light tank, so that's not really a great light tank. I'm looking for... so basically I think there's 2 main options. Well, technically 3. You could go middle and just play these bushes. I usually don't like to do that in heavy tanks. Could go city. They have a lot of heavies, so it's viable. Or I could push the 1-2 line. I think this game I'm going to go city. The main reason why... is because the 1-2 line, pushing it is pretty risky unless you have support. And And looking at their team, they have a Leopard 1, a 140, double E50M. I can very much see the E50M as a 140 or the Chieftain or the IS-7 even pushing into the 1-2, so it's just a little bit risky. And I'm okay with going city because they have an IS-7, M4, 60p, mostly just this M4 and 60p, and I have really good heat pen, so I can fuck them. The only thing that I don't like about going city is it's very reliant on enemies poking you, because pushing the city is almost impossible, unless like your whole team goes. So I'm kind of just banking on the fact that the enemies will be poking me. I have AP loaded. Fuck my ass, dude. That was literally just the freest damage I've ever had. That's unlucky. The good thing is my cupola is on the right side. Not the right side, but the correct side. And these guys look horny to poke, which is really good for me, because I can farm them. I'm just hoping they don't push with like 7 tanks. That would be the only bad situation, really. Thankfully that guy doesn't pen me. I'm gonna have to move here in a second from here, because the I-7 keeps poking. Unlucky. I'm watching the I-7 at all times, trying to make sure he doesn't poke me. Thankfully he bounces again. I really would like one of my teammates to go wide to cover that guy, because he's quite annoying. Fortunately that guy pens me. Okay, getting damage on the I-7 is the most important thing right now, because he's the only one who can really reliably penetrate me. Our 277 is watching the outside of the city, which is really good. That makes it harder for them to flank us, because they do have a lot in the city, so it wouldn't be surprising to me if a couple of them try to flank. Okay, that guy's dead. I don't know what he was doing, but I'll take it. And now I can just farm. This guy's a free kill, pretty much. He pens that. It's crazy. Dude, oh my god. There's a fucking Yag. I swear, like, in this tank I have the worst shot RNG ever. I don't want to peek a Yag, if I can help it, because he can overmatch my side in some spots. I'm gonna try to bait him into peeking though. Man, I really wish there was just not people there. I would be able to farm so much right now. That skunk fired. Unlucky. He can hit my cupola, so I gotta be careful of that. Dude, my shots aren't even going close to where I'm fucking aiming. That was just a bad shot. Unbelievable. This AMX will peak again. Okay, there's not much tanks left. I'm actually gonna push the outside, because the other side the Yag's watching. Okay, he's not actually watching it. I could have went to the other side. Oh well. This is fine too. If I just got better RNG and if I didn't fuck up a lot of my shots, I could have done so much more this game. There's an E4 behind me. I'm just gonna accept that fact. This guy fired one. I think I'm gonna cross here. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna trade with him. I would like one more shot if possible. Fortunately, we couldn't get that. Still a good game, but honestly, I'm pretty fucking annoyed at how this went. Just so many missed shots, just so many missed shots. I don't feel like I played very well. Yeah, there wasn't too much to talk about that game because I was mostly just side scraping people, and that's it. Whenever you can in the E5, you want to side scrape using this side of your tank poking, because your cupola is on this side, so you can avoid damage better. And in that situation, when I was on the right side of the wall, I was able to do that. Alright, let's go next. Okay, so we got Live Oaks, South Spawn, Tier 10 game, 1 arty, 1 light tank, 2 tank destroyers, and if you look at their team, they have I think like 7 heavy tanks, so that's pretty good. Thinking about what to do this matchup, I'm thinking about going to the city just because of how many heavies there are. They have a chieftain, so I don't see the south side of the map as being very viable for me to play because I have a cupola and he can just shit on me. So I'm gonna go to the city. I don't do this very often, partially because I don't play heavy tanks very often, but also I don't really like the city. But against so many heavy tanks, it's where all the damage is at, so I think it's probably the right play to go city. Whenever you cross here, try to go a little bit wide so that it's harder for people up there to hit you. People from here can't hit you. I'm pretty fast though, so it's pretty unlikely that they would be able to get a shot on me anyways, but you don't want to get lit if possible. Only 1 artillery. I did get lit. That means that there's probably a T100 there. It could also be in there. I'm gonna do a little dodge in case the arty fires at me. Since they have so many heavy tanks and we don't have too much here, I want to play it safe and go wide in the city. If I play in this area here, I could get like, actually this area, this spot right here I think is actually good, but I don't want to overcommit is my point. Because they have a lot of heavy tanks. I'm kind of scared already. I almost think I should back off. That's so unlucky. Yeah, I need to back off. We'll get pushed if I stay, so I only have 2 tanks to support me and 1 is a leopard, so need to get some distance. Hopefully no one's watching this cross. Where I want to end up is in this ditch here. You can play hold down on people approaching from the city from in here. But it's very likely that I'm just going to get bum rushed and die. So that's kind of unfortunate, but I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I just need to get out as much damage as I can before I die, I think. Fortunately, I got a fucking gamer against me who's gonna pen me like 10 times. I'm trying to focus him because he's a pain in the ass, but yeah, I'm so fucked. How does that even bounce? It's literally fucking free fucking damage and it doesn't even pen. I only have 2 tanks covering me, so I'm eventually gonna die. Trying to block with my gun. How the fuck do I bounce that, man? I'm just getting raped. Yeah. What are you supposed to fucking do, man? I guess I shouldn't have gone city at all because they sent their whole fucking squad to the city, bro. Everything. I should have played more passive. I thought the position I was playing in would have been better than it actually is, like at the end. But they took angles from all sides, so they had like crossfires on me, and there was just way too many of them. It didn't really matter that I was in a good position because they can just fuck me over, and my cupola means that they can rape my ass. If I was in a S-conk there, I probably would have done like 3 or 4 more shots of damage. But at the same time, I really didn't want to go south against a chieftain, but it probably was a misplay to commit in the city. I should have played more passive when I saw that I didn't have a lot of teammates. So, I'm debating like cutting this out because it was not a good battle. Not damage-wise, I just mean I made the wrong play, I think, at the start of the battle, going to the city and committing in there. Anyway, I'll see you in the next battle. Alright, so on Live Oaks, we did 2,000 damage, 800 spotting. Not much to really say. Fucking VK was probably 57%er, 56, whatever, same shit. Literally nothing I can do. Played it incorrectly, and so I died. Let's go next. Alrighty, we got Pearl River, North Spawn, Tier 10 matchmaking, 2 Arties. Don't care about how many light tanks they have, all I care about is their heavies and things that could potentially be going north. So they have triple VZ, E100, and then they have a couple 9.0s who could potentially go there, and they have an E3. The VZs are annoying because I can't hide my cupola on this map. So I could easily just lose like 2/3 of my health, or not 2/3 of my health, like 2/5 of my health, just like boom, instantly. If they hit my cupola, and they have APCR, so I can't gun block it as easily. They'll just go through my gun and through my cupola. And I'm looking at how many tanks are coming north, and I'm not very impressed. I'd like a couple more. In fact, I am not gonna go north because we don't have enough. I'm worried about getting YOLO'd by a bunch of VZs. Not that I really want to go middle either, because I'm going to be sharing damage with 11 tanks, but 11 of my teammates, but I can always rotate from the middle towards one of the other flanks, like the north, or shoot the south or something, but we have nothing south either. I think I'm just going to contest this corner. I would like this VZ to not be there, but it is what it is. And I have AP loaded, which is the second time I have fucking done that. Fucking great, bro. I don't know why the fuck I do this shit to myself. Okay, that's no longer worth pushing, because I would be going into a crossfire and pushing into nothing, basically. They do have Artie, so I gotta watch out for that. There's a VZ behind us, what the hell? It's not worth pushing this way either, I don't think. I'm just gonna go for this VZ, because he's a free kill right now. I don't want to get penned by Artie. This game is looking like a clusterfuck, honestly. I'm gonna get like 2,000 damage out of it. I need to find their E100 and farm him. That's the key to having an okay game. Although this 9-0 has overcommitted, so I'm gonna try to get in a couple shots into him if possible. I can actually kill him there. Which he real... Dude, come on! Jesus Christ, bro. He fucking pens that because he's God. I'm trying to bait this guy into peeking, but he's not falling for it. This guy made a mistake by overcommitting here. Now I'm just gonna kill him. He will trade a couple shots with me. Just gotta make sure not to get tracked, then I'll be fine. Now he's 70 HP, he's not even worth going for. Their E100 is still full, so I'm gonna go for him. Probably get hit by Artie here. They do have a grill in the back, but I think I'm gonna push this regardless. We're up HP. And I want to get to the E100 before my team does. I don't know why, but for some reason just my RNG with shots today has been so bad. Like, so bad. I'm just gonna jump on the Leo. Bounce the grill, which is good. Load HE to make sure I one-shot him so I don't die. Artie's gonna shoot me, it's fine. Just need to not die to him. Poking the C100 even though the grill could potentially kill me. Because there's no HP left, I gotta get damage somehow. $3.7k damage, 200 spotting. This grill's probably gonna suicide in front of somebody, I'm sure. Hopefully not. Got one shot onto him at least, but yeah, he just suicided. Alright, I think pushing the 907 was a fine play. I just bounced him and didn't do things properly, but pushing him was the correct play. I think I probably could have got away with going north, but I can't know that for sure. For all their VZs ended up playing like middle area, but they could have easily gone north and then I would have been fucked. So I think going middle was the right play as well. I'm not really happy with how this session has gone so far, so I'm gonna play one more and hopefully it's like at least 6k damage. We'll see. Alright, we got Glacier, which would be annoying, except it is tier 8, which is good. Immediately I notice the most important thing about the enemy comp. They have a VZ and a Chieftain. The Chieftain is pretty annoying. I'm gonna bring my V-Stab loadout this game because I'm tired of missing shots, and also it's tier 8, so I'm hoping I can get away with it. The Chieftain could be annoying. I don't know where he's gonna go. If he goes north, I'll just have to deal with that. I think I'm gonna go north and just try to brawl because they have a lot of heavy tanks, which I want to farm, tier 9 heavy tanks. Even meeting the VZ or the Chieftain is not necessarily a bad thing, it just depends what position I end up meeting them in. I was debating pushing through the south, but I'm just worried I'll run into basically nothing and then have a shit game. If I go north, I'm pretty confident that I will be able to have a pretty good game, regardless of if I die or not. We have our I-7 coming with us, which I think is a good thing. We don't have like 9 tanks coming with, so it's good, but just having one I-7 is good in case a chieftain is here or something. We can coordinate and share HP. And it just means that it will be easier to progress here. Now, if they get the top side, that's really, really bad, but I don't think that's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't. I just got lit. That's kind of weird. When I play this map, what I like to do, if I can cross this gap, I do it. Because I find it's easier to play on the outside than it is to play on the inside. The inside is kind of just a death trap. Like this area here is just kind of a death trap. You want to take the outside first if possible. Now, unfortunately, my cupola is on the wrong side. Our I-7 is not peeking this, unfortunately. I'm gonna peek this anyways, though. That was a bad shot. I suck. This is kind of risky, but I am kind of wiggling, so it's not easy for them to hit my cupola. Actually hit my lower plate, which is surprising. I don't think it's worth trading here. I'll probably trade positively, but not so positively that it's worthwhile. I think I'm better off just trying to fight this Type 4 heavy. Their chieftain is south, which is great. I'm gonna side scrape this Type 4 heavy. Hopefully he's overextended a lot. That's really good. I can get like 3 shots into him probably. He could hit my lower plate. Thankfully he doesn't. Can I get 4 shots? That would be sick. And I'm thinking about pushing like this. Everything is lit except their CC, so I think I can get away with this. I don't think there's anything else here. Might be able to farm this Type 4 again. Nice shot by him. Did my cupola, I presume. That was a good shot by me, though. No, he just penned my upper plate. That makes sense. This 257 is alone here, so I could go. I'm just worried about TDs, but the only thing that is there is a Canyon and Jagdpanzer potentially. So it should be fine for me to commit into here. Can always just back up if I need to. Yeah, now I'm gonna commit across and just trade with him. Then we'll go on to the E75 and Badger. Just do a little bit of wiggling to make it harder for him to pen me. Oh, their Badger rotated. This is perfect. I can just kill this guy for free. If you didn't know, heat ammo with like 320 penetration is basically an auto pen for the E5. Another thing the E5 is really good at is face hugging people, which is what I'm going to try to do here. If he backs up too much, I'm not going to bother though. I'll let our guy 7 get a shot. Oh, he missed. What the fuck? I'll take it. I can just outplay this Badger probably. My Cupola's on the left side, which is great. I'll be willing to trade some HP, even if he did manage to pen me, but he's not doing so hot right now. Alright, their VZ's dead. STB1 is... Oh, right, there's your Canyon. He's hiding. There's an STB1 behind me. This Canyon will peek. That hit. Oh my god, our I-7 ran away from him. Now I'm permatracked. I don't think I'm permatracked, but I am, like, tracked, so it's not good. I don't know why our I-7 ran, dude. I just didn't expect that to happen. I'm dead. He's gonna go for me. Fuck off, man. I could have done so much more! Fuck. This could have been 10k or something. Or like 9k, but the stupid I-7, bro. He still hasn't killed him. That was just unfortunate. I didn't expect the STB to rotate around like that. And I didn't realize the Progetto had an angle on me from middle. was something I was gonna look at in a second, but he shot me just as I was about to check. That's so dumb. This could have been such a fucking good game. Oh well, it was still good. This is kind of matchmaking where the E5 is just fucking godly. It's better than a Chieftain, it's better than an S-Conk, it's just insanely good, and it's kind of matchmaking because of its hull armor, and its good heat penetration. So yeah, I'll see you in the post-game stats. That'll be the end of the video after this game is over. Okay, so we did, I did 7.9k damage, 3.5k blocks. Could have been an insane, pretty sick game, but unfortunately we died to this guy who was gaming, and our i7 was not gaming, unfortunately. But yeah, that's gonna conclude this video. 5 battles. We recovered our session a little bit with the last game, but still nothing crazy. 4.85k damage. Pretty good. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. The next one's going to be the AMX 13105 again. So, look forward to that. Goodbye.